Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Catching Up with the Tolberts. My name is Chelsea Whittington, and it is so hard to believe that it is the final Facebook Live conversation of 2021 with counselors Shelice and Michael. Hello.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
I feel good. I'm glad to be here in that, just so much has transpired, as you know, in 2021. And so when you're able to be in the land of the living, to be able to just talk about things that are happening that are good, that's always a blessing. And so I wanted to make sure I got in here before 2021 got away from us to catch everybody up with the Tolberts. So that's why I always call these videos Catching Up with the Tolberts. And I have to kick it off with one of the most amazing things that probably has happened this year at the firm. Last month, we were able to attend the luncheon on Veterans Day, where your firm was noted as the Minority Business of the Year. And please just talk to me about that, because that was just such an amazing moment.
Well, we must first say that we thank God for allowing us to even be recognized for any recognition of that nature. But it was a surprise to be nominated, number one, and we are very thankful for that. And number two, by such a prestigious organization that's been around for, I think they said 30 plus years.
Yes.
The E-Day Awards, and I didn't even know. Michael and I had heard of it last year, and then to be nominated this year, we are just truly blessed and thankful.
Well, it was a packed house, and for those of you who missed it, no worries. The link is definitely listed on the Facebook page. We pushed it out in the newsletter, because so often recognition like that gets buried, with other types of news that we like to fill social and other spaces with. And as I often tell my followers and friends, I know that the two of you are extremely humble. However, there is a space for accolades and how people need to know the things that you have done and continue to do in the community. And when given the honor to introduce the two of you, I made it a point to emphasize your philanthropic opportunities and the way that you present yourselves in the community. I've run into you several times, donating baskets, packing food all during this season, the things that you love to do. But Michael in particular, at that event, they didn't allow the awardees to make remarks. They were trying to keep it short. And so here's your opportunity. If there was something that you wanted to say, I know you wanted to say some things to your staff and your family who were in attendance that day.
Well, I think Shelice, stole a little bit of my thunder by thanking God first. We always have to do that. And if I would have gotten the opportunity to speak, the next person I would have thanked would have been my beautiful wife. I always tell people I have the best partner in the world. I get to spend time with my wife, my best friend, and we share a lot in life and in business. So this business could not be anywhere. We couldn't have got that award without her. And then our parents have done so many remarkable things in our lives, and our staff, and just people like you and your staff. Your business has taken our business to new heights, and we thank God every day for you and your people and what you do, because you are truly a professional, a consummate professional in what you do. And you've just done so many great things for us. So we would have gone around the horn, and I would try not to mention names because I'm sure I would have forgotten somebody because I'm bad and stuff like that. But it was just great. And just the city of Gary, that award for me hopefully highlighted some of the good things that happened in Gary, Indiana. And that's really one of our main focuses, is really just to highlight the city and to show people that good things can come out of Gary. And we have great products. You are a Gary product, we're all Gary products, and we were all there at full force.
Yes, so we were.
It was real nice. We didn't say GI.
GI for life, straight out of. But it was.
We had on our good clothes.
Yeah, we cleaned up nice,
right? Our parents was there. We were all in order.
Yes, we were.
Yes.
But again, it was an opportunity, and I have to say, after the fact and the video aired, there were so many people who came to me like, thank you for sharing that. They want to know. And so going into 2022, I'm just warning you now, there's more to come with the good news. And people also need to know that you're providing a great service in your legal profession. And when they're looking for referrals and where to go and what to do, Tolbert and Tolbert is the way to go. One of the other things that got caught in the news was a recent donation and presentation that happened right here last month to a young lady whom I know pretty well by the name of Aaliyah Stewart of the I Am Them Foundation. She has been stomping in the community to open her youth center, and of course, Tolbert and Tolbert answered the call with a donation. Talk to me about that.
Well, we both believe that she's just very, very determined, very admirable thing that she is doing with her foundation. And so in our philanthropic beliefs, we always include something with youth, usually education, but she just really touched our hearts. And so we wanted to just make sure that we could help provide her with, whether it's monetary, legal, or whatever we can do, to move forward and getting her an actual brick and mortar.
Yes. And isn't she wise beyond her years?
Oh my goodness, very much so.
The first time I met her, I couldn't believe, when I met her, she was like 16. And she just turned 21, so she just finally got grown, as they say. But she's done so many things, and so she is very appreciative of the donation. We'll definitely be bringing updates to where she is with her location and when she gets it open, servicing the young people right here in the city of Gary. Michael, there was a designation in a newsletter, the defense trial lawyers, they featured you. What happened with that?
Well, that's a great organization. It's a trade group for defense lawyers in the state of Indiana. And if you recall last year, I don't like calling them individual awards, so I'll say our office got the Defense Trial Lawyer of the Year award. So they did a feature from the previous winner of that award was spotlighted. So I was given an opportunity to really talk about what the award meant to me and what it meant to the firm, and also what it meant for lawyers across the state. So I was really happy to be featured in that. And it's just great. Sometimes defense lawyers, we get beat up a lot in terms of what we do and who we defend, and sometimes some of the issues that we're on the right or wrong side of, depending on how you cut it. So that organization really is just a safe haven for us, and to be around other people like us that are probably crying in our spilled drink about how hard it is to defend people, and to defend corporations and institutions, because it could be very difficult sometimes.
Yeah, well, congratulations on that. And again, it's another testament. If I am looking for legal services, I want to find somebody who's winning, and doing things that will make me feel like, well, if you did that and you're representing them, I feel very comfortable with you representing me. Shelice, where are we on the employment front? So there's this trend that the hashtag is out called the Great Resignation. So everybody's like resigning. They're like, I've been working from home. I don't think I'm going back. And so employers like yourselves, we're all finding difficulty in getting those ideal candidates. Any luck, or what are we doing?
It has been challenging. So hopefully this new year brings across a new crop of folks when we have to put our job postings out there again because they've expired. But we are still looking for a civil litigation paralegal, as well as a bookkeeper. So the bookkeeper position is part-time. The paralegal is full-time. But we will be reposting those jobs again for the beginning of the year. It's just been so challenging, and I've even talked to people, other law firms. They've had the same challenges.
It's not just us.
No.
Okay. Well, for those of you who are watching, if you could share the video or share the information, or maybe you are a viable candidate to work for this amazing firm located right here in beautiful Gary, Indiana, right here at 11th and Broadway. As estate planning and the different types of civil law that you all complete, sometimes there are tips or things as we approach the end of the year. I always ask my clients, what should we be doing? Is there anything that you all want to share with our viewers about something legally they probably need to wrap up before the 31st or look forward to in the new year?
Well, I think I would say, first of all, documentation. Definitely keep up with very important documents. Keep them current. Keeping beneficiaries current on insurance policies or financial documents where you have to designate beneficiaries. Because oftentimes we bump into the issue of maybe somebody got divorced and they still have their ex-spouse as a beneficiary.
No.
Or, we've got someone whose spouse has passed away and that spouse was the beneficiary. So you have to look at those documents and update those types of things. So now at the end of the year is the perfect time to do that. And then, start at the beginning of the year of planning, thinking about getting your affairs in order for preparation of a will or whatever documents you may need, power of attorney, those types of things. So this is the perfect time to kind of do that, especially when you're around family. I know people don't want to think about those things, but when you're with family and you're making smart decisions and you're talking about it, everybody's filled in and it's knowledgeable and it's not as challenging when that time does come.
Yeah, we're going to be together with some of us will be gathering, and it's like, okay, Big Mama, we can't just keep this on a piece of paper under the bed.
That's right.
We need to get this in some legal form. Any other tips from you, counselor?
I would just say form an established relationship with a reputable law firm. And one of the reasons we started our law firm here in Gary, Indiana is because we wanted to be a resource. So there are no more excuses really at this point for you to find an established law firm within the confines of the city and here in Northwest Indiana. So our doors are open. We're always here willing to help people there's certain areas that we don't do. But I wouldn't let that deter you from calling us, because if we can't do it, then we'll definitely help you find somebody that can do it. So that's what I'll say. Just take account of whatever issues you have and come see us, and maybe we can help you start 2022 off right.
Okay, what's that number? How do we get in touch with you all?
219-427-0094, or you can email us. I am at stolbert@tolbertlegal.com, mtolbert@tolbertlegal.com, and www.tolbertlegal.com is our website.
You see how she gave that information
She gave
fast?
that
Like she was at the club. Like, what's your number?
No,
I did not give my number out that quickly at the club.
They have not changed. You see why they're my
At the
clients?
club, I used to actually give my college roommate's name. She'd be sitting right next to me. I'd be like, yeah, my name is...
Well, I was at church. I wasn't at the club.
You at church?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I feel this video coming to a close, and that's how we do it. I just want to tell the two of you that it has been my honor to work with you in 2021, and I can't wait until 2022. So many more opportunities abound. So many people ask me, like, what are the Tolberts like? I watch them, I follow them, and I'm like, they're a class act and they're not an act. I'm like, hey, that's how they really, really are. And so let's make 2022 the best yet. I wish you nothing but blessings for the holidays.
Yes.
And anything else for your viewers before we get out of here?
Well, I'd like to say that it has been a wonderful year, because we've been with you it was a year in November. It has been a wonderful year working with you, and we thank you and your staff for everything that you've done. We just wish continued blessings on you and everything that you achieve, and we definitely appreciate you.
Thank you.
I echo those thoughts.
All right.
You're just phenomenal. So
thank you. And with that, we are going to sign off. You are all caught up with the Tolberts. Make sure you follow them on Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn, and subscribe to get their monthly newsletter so you'll know exactly what's going on at Tolbert and Tolbert Legal. Happy holidays, happy new year, and we will see you in 2022.
Happy New Year, everybody. God bless you.